How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and I'm about to return to Dodge City for Season 1, Episode 10 of Gunsmoke. So yeah, with that said, let's get straight into it.
Hating a man because he's different, or hating him because he's got something you want. Stupidity and greed.
He looks like Gary
They
Cooper
always
from
show up again.
High Noon there.
I know, my name's Dillon, U.S. Marshal.
So yeah, I forgot to mention the intro actually as well. I think the episode is called The Queue. It's a little bit like the actor who played Gimli. Is it John Rhys Davies? Also on Sliders, the TV show with Jerry O'Connell.
Every day I gotta spend 4 hours sweating in that oven, waiting to welcome another load of gamblers, thieves, gunmen. I gotta lift the spirits of those who have fallen.
I noticed that your spirits are pretty high when you leave.
You came all weekend when you get. It's gonna be now.
Hey, leave him be. You can't do this. The Bible.
We don't want this Chinaman or any of his friends or family in Dodge. Take it out, Tim.
Hold it, Tim.
What to say? They're not going to stop him.
What's your name, fella?
Chen Lan Wong. Good boy. Catch him place Dodge City. All the time work him hard. No make good trouble.
You're welcome in Dodge. You can stay here as long as you like.
There you go.
Come on down out of there.
What are you mixing up in this for? Ain't no law says we gotta have a lot of Chinamen around here.
No law says you can throw him
What's
out.
the matter
Right?
with you people, anyway?
2 years ago, there used to be 3 of us Bradens. And one day we found our kid brother lying in the brush, picked, driven clean through him. You know who put it there? One of them.
Yeah, but it wasn't him.
We got.
I'm
Take
sure
a
you've
look in that
clashed with
box,
Americans as well.
I bet it's full of money he stole somewhere.
Me no steal.
Chen, I told you you were welcome in Dodge, and you are. If these two men bother you, you just come to me. Well, I wish you a lot of
They're
luck.
too driven
Mr.
by
Bailey.
revenge. It's the wrong person. He didn't do anything.
Oh, he's Chinese, all right, but you can bet he's not poor.
I didn't mean poor in material ways.
They never spend a dime. Live all year off on a little rice and some bacon rind.
Forgiveness isn't one of your virtues, is it, man?
Well, you pulled a perfectly good tooth that night. You still charge me for it.
Pulled a bad one, too, didn't I?
Yeah.
Jeez, I'd be pissed if he did that.
Just sobered up.
Sobered up. I had delivered 2 babies, 30 miles apart.
Maybe he should get an
That
assistant.
Give me $1.
Very good.
Very good. What happened to all that very good Chinese boy, all-time worky talk?
That's the way you expect me to talk, isn't it?
I guess it is. Who cut it off?
The same 2 men. They came to my room last night.
Fucking
They said
gobshites.
if I didn't leave town, they would be back and cut my throat. Subjugation. But now it represents our pride and respect in ourselves and our country. I love this country, and I want to make it my home. But when I go back to China,
If you can avoid
I will
gobshites like
have
that,
my
though. Imagine being a marshal and dealing with all this shit like
boys,
a
that's
drunken
enough.
idiot.
Keep clear, Marshal. This is Texas business. You're always spoiling somebody's fun, ain't you, Marshal?
If you want to stop real trouble, get that Chinaman out of town.
Stay away from Chen.
Stay away from him. He's been following us all evening.
Wherever we go, he's right
Taking the
with
left,
us.
he's fucking
Just
smirk.
standing. I'm gonna put a bullet in him before he gets me.
You're not gonna put a bullet in anybody. You're gonna.
We didn't. He's lying, Marshal. All them Chinamen is liars.
I don't know nothing about no pigtail, Mr. Dillon. What's the matter? You collecting pigtails? Maybe we all better help him look.
I know where you can find a dozen pigtails. Down at Fred Henry's hog ranch.
That goes for you too.
It's great to put you completely, obviously, on Matt's
want me
side.
to
If you don't know about these
It's your own
fucking
rule,
idiots.
Marshal. No fighting in town. What are you trying to do?
Make everybody else obey the law except you?
You're a little off the trail, ain't you, Mr. Dillon? If these men done a crime, then arrest them and throw them in jail. But
That's right. You want to fight, get out of town. That's your rule. We don't want to fight with the marshal.
Just one thing. Chen's gonna get that pigtail back if I have to take off this badge to find out who's got it.
But don't you forget, there's plenty of men in this town that cut that Chinaman's throat for that treasure box.
He's like a target. It's an open. That was almost advertising as well. Like, if we don't get to do it, then we're gonna hope someone else
I know
does.
when they leave.
Good.
Tell me where the treasure box is.
On the table.
Table.
Knock him out when he's distracted. All his talk about, like, you know, being good Christian people, and then he does this.
And that Howden Rab will be here. With the marshal right behind him. In this gun. They'll hang.
Why is
Every
he trying to
credit.
plant it on him?
Really?
Jeez. Oh, for a second.
And now I will kill you both,
Oh.
unless you give me back the cue. Marshal, I will not lose my honor as a Chinese.
Your Honor is a Chinese. Chen, you said you wanted to bring your wife here. To make your home in this country. Well, if you do that, you've got to live as an American, not as a Chinese.
Just
If you have to kill two men over a pigtail, you don't belong in Dodge.
not saying that they're wrong on what they did. Obviously they were, but that's a bit of an excessive retaliation.
$9.27. This piece of paper.
In America, you would call that a marriage license. It's only a treasure to me.
Ah, personal treasure.
Please consider keeping this as a souvenir.
I wonder would he like be in other episodes in the future, like maybe as a guest star or something. Okay, that was season 1, episode 10 of Gunsmoke, The Q. I thought that was a very good episode. The whole dynamic of a Chinese man in the town and kind of that racism and just instant dislike. Almost finding an excuse to go after him because these two guys said that their brother had been killed by Chinamen, painting them all by the same brush. Yeah, it just really created a different kind of dynamic, and it was great tension, especially that bar scene with those two guys from Texas fighting, and then the two guys coming in, the brothers who were after the Chinaman. Chin, I think it was his name, Chin. But those two guys coming in, all kind of verbally ganging up on Matt. That was a really strong scene. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, there were some really good moments in it. Very good episode. But yeah, until next time, guys. Slogfall.